that second paragraph says this is another crucial turning point in the curriculum. So it's telling us, I'm going to give you a little extra thing, but I'm also a little, experience of something, but this is important for us. We add a new dimension now, a fresh experience that sheds a light on all that we have learned already and prepares us for what we have yet to learn. So it's going to bring us this awareness, this idea, this experience. It's going to bring us to the door where learning ceases, and we catch a glimpse of what lies past the highest reaches it can possibly attain. So it says we're going to learn, we're going to learn, we're going to learn, and then we're going to go a little farther. It leaves us here an instant, and we go beyond it, sure of our direction and our only goal. Now, that's kind of what the Course is constantly telling us. When we get to the end of the Course, what does it say? This is the end? It says this is just a beginning. Because this is the experience of it. It doesn't mean, okay, start the book over again, which is not a bad thing to do. I've been doing a lot of renewal of my book. My library card has been punched numerous times to renew this book, if you will. But it's what this is saying is we need to continue this process. And what this is saying is we're going to continue this process to learn as much as we can to the place where we go even beyond it, because it's beyond words. It's beyond learning. It's an experience. So today it says it will be given you to feel a touch of heaven, this awareness deeply, if you are willing. It's as though you will return to paths of learning. And I always like that in this lesson, that, you're going to be given this experience that is wordless, soundless, and yet we will come back to this time, to this world of learning, but we will never come back in quite the same way, as it says here. Yet you have come far along the way to alter time sufficiently to rise above its laws and walk into eternity a while. And this you will learn to do increasingly as every lesson, faithfully rehearsed, brings you more swiftly to the holy place, to this holy place, and leaves you for an instant to your true self. So we practice, we experience this awareness, and we return never quite the same. But with this awareness of truth, what we can achieve, what we can experience, and the gift that we can be to this world. And then it goes on to say, he will direct your practicing for today. And isn't that nice? Most of the time you're said, do this today, do this today, do this every 5 minutes, do this every 15 minutes. It says, he's in charge today. Why? Because you've entered into his presence. He will direct your practicing today, for what you've asked for now is what he wants. This is his will for you, that you experience the awareness of this peace that comes from entering into his presence. And having joined your will with his this day, what you are asking must be given you. Nothing is needed but today's idea to light your mind and let it rest in still anticipation and in quiet joy, wherein you quickly leave the world behind. I don't know, that's just pretty powerful to me, where it's saying you need nothing. You need nothing because your mind will be at rest. You will light your mind and let it rest in this still anticipation that something wonderful is happening, something exciting. When you think about Mary and Joseph, remember when she was told you will bear a child, and she's going, well, I'm a virgin, right? And Joseph's going, well, what happened here? And he's assured by the angels that, yes, this is true. And so what is Mary thinking? If we go back to that story and look at it from that standpoint, what would Mary be thinking? This is pretty darn exciting. This awareness, this birth, there's anticipation, there's trepidation, but there's an inner knowing that this is an exciting time. This is an exciting time. It's the same thing's true for us. We are going to birth the truth of our being. If we've ever given birth, we'll give birth. Men, you're not going to give birth, but you can give birth. Gentlemen, you're going to give birth because you are going to birth your true spirit, the truth about you. And so there should be that same sort of excitement in what this lesson is asking us to do, to enter into his presence, to finally know who we are, to finally know why we are here, to recognize our purpose and our place in the world, and yet to go back to the same things we've done, but with a new awareness. Think about those people, again, who met Jesus. who experienced that life, and then he was crucified. Even though he rose again in awareness, he was crucified. So what did they feel? There was still what kept the idea of his life going was that how they were transformed by this. And the same thing is true for us. How we are transformed by a thought and an idea. And we know that as we enter into his presence. Into his presence would I enter now. And so it says nothing is needed but this idea to light our minds, to make our minds aware, to light, to bring that knowledge and truth, and let it rest in this still anticipation and quiet joy, wherein we can finally leave the world, and what it means by that is the illusion of the world, and enter into that presence, into the truth of how we are to live in this world, but not of it, to be in this world, but not of it.